We're at ICAST 2015. Look at some of the cool things at this show, and that brought me over to the Creek Company booth because we have got some really cool boards here, and we're going to talk more about these. I've got Chris here from Creek Company. Chris, tell us a little bit more about these different fishing boards here.
Okay, well, what we have here is our brand new Kingfisher paddleboard, and this board features some brand new technology and design, primarily these integrated side pontoon rails, which add a lot of stability as well as rigidity. What's created here is basically an I-beam channel, which makes the board very stiff and rigid because it's inflatable, and also helps channel the water and guide the craft so you track quite well in the water. This whole board rolls up and goes in its own little backpack. It only weighs 31 pounds. You can check it through on an airplane and take it with you anywhere you want to go.
Now, Chris, how many chambers are on this for inflating?
Okay, well, this is the first of its kind. It's a multi-chambered craft, and so there's 2 chambers which represent the 2 side rail pontoons, and then 1 main chamber for the deck. So it's a 3-chambered paddleboard, and it's 41 inches across, so it's extremely wide, extremely stable. As I mentioned, the I-beam and the high-pressure inflation makes it extremely rigid, and so it tracks and performs much like a rigid board, but it's way more stable and rolls up in the bag and goes with you anywhere you want to go. And this one, of course, is pre-fitted with rod holders back here, and it's a great fishing platform. You've got an elevated line of sight so you can see into the water and see the fish better. You've got full range of casting motion because you're casting in a full standing position, and of course you can cover a lot of water very quickly because this thing gets around quite well with the paddle. And we put a cooler on it so you can sit down and take a break when you're tired or need to battle a huge fish and want to feel a little more stable on the board.
Now, you mentioned, of course, that this is kind of a high-pressure system. How much pressure are we talking about in the different chambers?
Yeah, these chambers all have about 15 psi, and this technology is made possible by a very expensive triple-layered material that has a drop stitch, which is thousands of tiny stitches that hold the top and the bottom together. So when you inflate under extreme pressure, it makes it very similar to an actual rigid board. And you want the rigidity, so you've got the performance that you want, but of course creating that in an inflatable is what makes this so cool right here. As rigid as a hard composite board, but rolls up in its own backpack and goes anywhere you want to go.
Yeah, very neat. If people would like to find out more information, where can they go to check this out?
They can check it all out on our website, which is creekcompany.com, all spelled out.
That sounds great. We're at ICAST 2015.